welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a little like beach wave tutorial. Super perfect for this weather, like super hot, and often it can be easier to do kind of like messy but I meant it type look. So if you want to see and learn how to do some beach waves, then keep watching. Okay, so the first thing you need to do obviously is have curling tongs. It also works with the ones that are kind of like tapered at the end, but I really like this one. As you can see, compared to like my hand, it is pretty thick, and yeah, I think that gives a really nice like wave rather than too much of a tight curl, although in saying that you could easily use probably slightly smaller ones and then just brush them out. You might have noticed already that I have turned them on. I just need one to get really nice and warm because I feel like that's when you get the best results. So, the first thing that I'm gonna do is brush my hair. I washed my hair yesterday, so I think that it should be that nice second day, and this is kind of when I would recommend it. I have done it like straight after washing my hair and it is okay, but I think you do have to use like more, you have to be prepared for it to fall out a bit more. So the first thing that I would do generally, even if you've just washed your hair, is stick a little bit of dry shampoo in. The dry shampoo that I'm going to use is the Baptiste. That is the tropical flavour. Oh, no. Not flavour, don't eat it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Tropical scented. So I just usually just do my roots. And then I'll do the back. Because my hair is actually clean, I'm just going to brush it out a little. It was just to give it a kind of bit of like hold and texture, I guess. The next thing that I do is I'll just I've only got a little hairspray, but my kind of preferred is Elnet, and I used like Tresemme and things like that, but Elnet for me is like the one I think my nana used to use, and I've just used it ever since. So I would just like spray my full hair like this, just to give it. But I think this is why my hair is so like thick and long that it really doesn't like to hold a curl. I have naturally wavy hair, but it doesn't really like it. Oh, as per my last video, you can just segment your hair like this. Just make sure it's all nice and brushed out, and just go from the back, from like the kind of lower, like towards your neck, and take like not very super thick handful of hair like this, getting your curlers, move your hair, I'm trying to work out what way that is, well basically away from you, so you want to go away. Hey, just hold it there for like, I don't know, like 10 seconds or so. Just be careful if your hair is like really blonde and thin that you don't like frazzle off. And then I kind of just catch it in my hand, like that, and then I just hold it for, I don't know, maybe 5 or so seconds. You can see there that that's the curl. I would just then give it a little spray, and then I'll back comb it. Just with my like finger from the bottom. What you do is you kind of like hold the bottom like from the longest part, and then just kind of very lightly drag up. So it kind of gives it a really nice bit of like volume. But yeah, I just think the back combing gives like a bit of a kind of a nice bit of texture that you don't often get, and I find that it means your hair doesn't do that awkward bit where like all your hair twirls in together and your hair just looks like these two big giant curls. Really, the next bit is just to go around your whole head, and I kind of go from like bottom to top. When you're going from the top, just make sure that you are going quite close to the root. Sometimes I'll just like push it against my head. I think it's just to kind of lock the heat in. I find that this like step really does help to kind of, I think it does set it. I mean, obviously I'm not a hairdresser, so maybe hairdressers are watching this like, what a shite thing to do. But yeah, I think that is quite good. So, and then really you just continue that round your whole head. So for the last part, just like from your ear over, I then usually try and switch to kind of slightly smaller bits. I think this just really helps to frame your face a little bit, and also doing smaller parts really does help to kind of keep the front of your face, especially if you're touching it a lot, in. I find like the bigger curls means it just kind of falls out, and well, for me anyway, ends up basically just being like straight strands in front of your face. So you can even see in that one it's much more curly than the other ones. I think when you do smaller curls it just always goes a bit more curly. And if you don't like your hair to be very curly, like a lot of my friends, when I did their hair for our friend's wedding, they were very like anxious that it was going to be like super duper curly. But as soon as you go outside and as soon as you're moving around and touching your hair and all the rest of it, it will fall out a wee bit. So that's no biggie. So that's one side done. And as you can already see, they're really, really nice waves. At the end I'll kind of grab it and pull it up a little, and that'll give it a really nice kind of texture. So now the other side. I have so much hair. When you're actually putting your hair around the barrel of the curler, I think it actually does matter how you put it around it. So how I do it is I leave it flat like that, and then without letting the hair go, I keep it in my hand and I kind of wrap it round, so it ends up being very twisted round it, rather than it being flat against the barrel, if you know what I mean. So if you do it flat, it does turn into more of like a proper, like, I don't know what her name is, like Shirley Temple curl. I mean, Shirley Temple's got her own stuff going on, but if that's not what you're looking for, that's the reason why you're not achieving it, is because you might be putting it around the barrel incorrectly. Oh, that was a good one. It's funny, like sometimes you get one here like, yes. Oh, look at that curl, it's so bouncy. Oh yeah. La la la. I'm just gonna quickly get these ones away. Very bouncy. Yeah, as you can see on this side, it's like super bouncy, and then already, even just through filming, this side has fallen down. But I think you have to be realistic that it's not really gonna stay. One of the good things about this particular style is that because we've kind of backcombed it like this, which you can keep doing, I do it like throughout the day, you can just like grab a curl and then kind of like pull it up, and it gives that nice voluminous look. If like me, your hair kind of mirrors horse's hair or something of the equivalent, this is something I've actually started to use. It's the Garnier Ultimate Blends Sleek Perfector Oil. I don't actually know how much I like using oil, but just put a tiny bit on your hands, just very lightly kind of touch, just like caress your hair. I like to do it not at the roots, but just here, because that's the bits I get frizziest. And then you can just kind of scratch. And there you go. So that is my beach waves. It's really simple, lasts for ages, and yeah, it's really great because if it does get a bit messy, you can zhuzh it up, or you can just let it fall down to be really natural loose waves. So thank you so much for watching. If you actually made it to the end, then I love you. Please have my babies, and please subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel a little bit, and I'm sure that if you watch YouTube then you'll know how everyone just loves it when you subscribe to them. So please subscribe to me, and check out my blog page if you have not done so already. Thanks so much. Bye!